welcome. I'm Osiris Rand, and I'm so happy to have you here with me today as I begin my 100 Baby Challenge. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with this challenge, the general gist is to get to 100 babies born in as few generations as possible without repeating any fathers. So you start with a single matriarch, and once she's no longer able to bear children, then her youngest daughter becomes the new matriarch, and she keeps having children, and so on and so forth through the generations until there are 100 children born, which is quite a few, but we're going to give it our best. So let me introduce you to the matriarch that we're starting with for this challenge. This is Ramona Goose. Now, when I first heard about this challenge and started watching some other players do theirs, I was just filled with inspiration, and all I could think about was how much I wanted to build a house that looked like a shoe so that I could move the mother in there and have the old woman who lived in a shoe who had so many children she didn't know what to do. So that just launched me on a whole nursery rhyme, fairy tale themed idea for the game, hence the name Ramona Goose, after Mother Goose. And Ramona just because, I don't know, it sounded like a good name to go with the last name of Goose. So once upon a time, there lived a young woman named Ramona Goose. She was born an orphan and labored night and day in a haberdashery until she finally saved enough money to move into the big city where she wanted to write books and paint paintings and meet a lot of men. So I have given her the aspiration of serial romantic so that she can get all those fathers to bear her potential children, which at this point she does not know she is going to have. More about her. I also gave her the trait of romantic, naturally, because she's a serial romantic. I gave her the trait of creative because she wants to write those books and paint those paintings. And I also gave her the trait of neat. Now, this was partially because when she's got all of her children running around, she'll at least get some enjoyment out of cleaning up after them. But it's also a little bit of torture because in the meantime, she's going to get very frustrated by all the messes that they're making. So the good thing is she starts out with the trait of alluring, which means that she'll have a little bit more success at flirtation, which will really help us out when we're trying to win the hearts of all these different fathers. And also, if we go into build mode, I can show you the apartment that I did do a little renovation for. I'll give you a tour in a little bit. But the lot traits, I chose this apartment because it had the lot traits of good schools and also romantic aura. I mean, that's like made for this challenge as far as I'm concerned. So I admit I did actually start playing earlier, but I did have a problem with my recording. So she has already been here. That's why it's already almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I did move her out and move her back in. I'm not sure if we're going to get the welcome wagon. But I promise that all that ended up happening in that other recording was she met like 3 or 4 men. Really, that's all that happened. She met Anas, Nilesh, Barnaby, Jack. Oh, she met Jack? Oh, I don't even remember that happening. Oh, apparently she met more people than I realized. Simon, Tom, and Bjorn. Now, some of these guys are my own creation. Barnaby, Jack, Simon, and Tom. We'll hopefully see more of them. There's some nursery rhyme themed characters that I added to the game. So it looks like she needs a little bit of potty. So I'm going to have her go use the bathroom and then get started on practicing writing because she's going to need that revenue for a steady income from her royalties. So we're going to have her go write a children's book. And hopefully we'll get that welcome wagon soon and she can meet some more potential beaux, and if not, we'll just take her out on the town. If she's already got a relationship with some of these fellows, maybe she can just call one up and ask them out on a date. So I'm going to just move forward a little bit. So my other thought for why she was working late hours at the haberdashery, and why haberdashery, is because I wanted some explanation for why she doesn't have any skills to start with. And I figured there's no hat making skill in The Sims, so Even if she spent all of her time making hats, you'd never know it in this game. So here's her first book, her first children's book. We're going to call it The Adventures of Morris the Mouse. I don't know. That just was what came to my head. And in this book, he's going to go in the big city, just like Ramona is. So to make it easier on ourselves, probably most of the children's books she writes are going to be about Morris the Mouse. And look, she acquired the writing skill, something she's never gotten to do before because she was stuck working her whole life. So again, I'm just going to fast forward a little bit while she works on that. Hope that the welcome wagon appears soon. I don't remember how long it takes for that to start, but maybe if she starts to get a little too hungry, we'll give up on that pursuit and just take her out. So let's see what happens. Now, another thing about her being a serial romantic, I believe that some of the game rules are that she's not allowed to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Aha, here we go. Somebody is knocking on our door. And I will finish that explanation later. Invite the neighbors in. Stop writing your children's book and go meet these handsome men. Who have we got here? Looks like we've got Jack Horner. I'm sure you all know little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating a Christmas pie. We've got Simon Simple instead of Simple Simon. Oh, look, it's all of my guys. Barnaby Crooked Mile. There was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. And we've got Tom Piper over here. Tom the Piper's son, who stole a pig and away did run. So we're going to thank all these guys for coming over. I believe she already knows all of them. So we can get right to the flirting. Oh, and isn't that nice? They brought a fruit cake. Oh, she's getting some aspiration points. Oh, she doesn't know Simon yet. I don't know where Simon's glasses went. I specifically gave him glasses. Here, you can have some fruitcake since you are getting hungry. So now she could be saying, hi, nice to meet you all. Is what she's thinking. All of these strapping men in her apartment. She must be just feeling high as a kite right now. Glad we got a chance to chat. Are you leaving? Is that what that means? Or is she just... I don't know. Let's look at some of these handsome fellows. We've got Barnaby Crooked Mile, Tom Piper, Jack Horner, and Simon right there on the computer. Now, the story about Barnaby's first name, he actually doesn't have a name in the nursery rhyme, but I don't know if any of you would have seen the old Laurel and Hardy movie, March of the Wooden Soldiers. The Crooked Man... Hope you like fruitcake. It's a family heirloom, says Tom Piper. Oh, no, she does not like it. Anyway, there was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. He was the main bad guy of that story, and his first name was Barnaby. They gave him the name of Barnaby in that. So let's see, what are they talking about? So San Yoshino's great, says Tom Piper. Oh, but did you know, says Jack Horner? In the next town over, there's a wizard who lives on an island. He'll grant whatever wish you desire. A wizard? Says Ramona. A wizard, says Tom Piper. He confirms it. Any wish I want. That puts the thought in her head. Well, she's a little uncomfortable right now. Let's see how long that will last. 4 hours? Ugh. Put on some romantic TV. There's a movie. What movie are they watching? Let's see. It would be nice if it was something romantic and they could, like, get in the mood. Well, even though she's uncomfortable, I think she's going to start. Who should we begin with? Who does she have the highest relationship with so far? Pressing the wrong button. Well, definitely not Jack or Simon or Tom, so I guess we're going to Barnaby. Where are you going, honey? Stop reading that book and start talking to your neighbors. Where are you going, Barnaby? Come back. Come back. We need to flirt with you. What is this? More fruitcake? Oh. Talk about the cold temperature. Ooh. Oh, he likes that. He likes her. Maybe, she can share some photos about where she used to live. Oh, look, there's my old haberdashery. I don't miss it for a moment. Maybe she can compliment his appearance a little bit. Let's see them talking. This might very well be our first future father. Swarthy looking man. She goes for him because he's in a nice suit. He looks like he might have a little money. He's flirty. Maybe she can exchange some numbers with him. Look at that bar going up already. Let's see if he likes this. Will he? Will he? Ooh, I think he likes it. Tell him an engaging story. Or walk away and watch TV. Either one, I don't know if we should have her flirting with the other gentleman in front of him now that they've got a little bit of romance going. Let's see what status they're at. Romantic interest. She keeps trying to read a book and walk away. Why? All these boys are here to... Ooh, try a bold pickup line. I don't know if it'll work, but you never know. And she should probably get to know him a little bit. So put that book down, young lady, and come back and flirt with some men. Oh, it's really dark in here. I apologize for that, guys. I should probably add more light up in the front here. Maybe I can put something over in this corner. Let me just do that so you guys can actually see what's going on. Oh, and it does look like that bold pickup line was successful. And they're not always successful, so that's good. Let's see if we could just get a little standing lamp for her. I don't want to do too much of just like buying random things. This is kind of cool. Because we're going to need all the money we can get eventually. What's happening? My game is apparently lagging a bit. Oh, there we go. Alright, but not directly in front of the bookcase, please. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, now we can see what's going on. Yeah, I tried to give her... Oh, I wanted to give you a tour. Yeah, let's pause real quick. And I can give you a quick tour of the apartment. So here's her little living area. I do have a little easel hooked up for her over here. Hooked up, as though it's an electric easel. I don't even know what that would be. So this new lamp that we just put in, a nice bookcase. So the idea with this was that it was going to be very... very whimsical. So I did like switch out the counters for these nice blue counters. If I put the walls up, you can see, God, you can see just how ridiculous the decor is. But that's all part of the game. So, the idea of it being kind of fairy tale and nursery rhyme. Ooh, this is going so slow. So you can go in. Here's the bathroom with this crazy paint and shiny floor, and then her bedroom's back here. I did this fun kind of confetti wallpaper on these two walls over here, and she's just got her little bed again with like some fanciful nightstand, and the bare necessities: a chair, a dresser, a mirror. So that's the apartment that we're going to be living in for now. She might, well, I did mention before, I do want to build that shoe for her to live in eventually, but since she doesn't realize that she's going to be having so many children yet, she thinks that a one-bedroom apartment is fine. So let's keep building up these relationships. She does not seem to be getting along very well with some of these guys. So we definitely want to make sure that she has a positive relationship with them, even though we really only need to worry about one at a time. We want to make sure... Oh, first kiss, first kiss! Oh, we could do that already. Oh, that's great. Oh, apparently Barnaby plays the guitar. I did not know that. Well, maybe he can serenade her later. Oh my lord! He has such a deep voice. Ooh, Barnaby is really flirty right now. Alright, bye Simon. Thanks for hosting. You guys invited yourselves over. Yeah, Jack has it right. I should really get going now. Again, you invited yourself over. And Simon said he was leaving, but he is clearly standing there. Ooh, look how flirty she's getting. Uh-oh. That did... What? Why? Why? Why didn't that work? Oh, she's still upset about the fruitcake. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Yes, goodbye. Everybody leave, please, so that I can try to flirt with Barnaby some more. Offer a rose? Ooh, she's just doing that on her own. Oh, look how pretty she is. I wanted to make her pretty, and I made all these men fairly pretty too, because, you know, I figure we want nice kids, don't we? We want good-looking kids. I gave her a few moles on her face, mostly because I have a lot of moles and it makes me feel better. That's a little secret. Ooh, maybe we can kiss his hand. Work our way back up to that first kiss in front of these other gentlemen. Oop, oh, I didn't mean to press that, but sure, she can ask a risque question. Oh, why doesn't he like her kissing? Oh, quick, abort risque question. Abort, abort. Alright, well, maybe it's time for all of them to really leave, so she can get a quick bite, and then get to bed, and then we can move on to the next day. Well, okay, or she can just go to bed. Alright, let's just have her go to sleep, and I will meet you back here when she wakes up. And we're back here in the morning. It is currently about 8:30, and Ramona has woken up, used the bathroom, and is now making herself some breakfast. So I think that today we will, maybe clean up these dishes that everybody left around from that fruitcake that she didn't even like. Maybe try to finish up that children's book, maybe work on a painting, and then once the morning wears on a little bit, she can call up Barnaby and maybe ask him out on a date, because that is one of her aspiration goals is to go on 2 dates, and she might even ask him to be her boyfriend. And hopefully that will get us a lot of good aspiration points that we can use. Oh my goodness! Oh, hurry up! Extinguish yourself! Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh dear! Don't die already! Please don't die already! Oh my god! Can you imagine? Oh! Oh! No, don't eat the fruitcake. You don't even like the fruitcake. Go take a bath. Go, please take a bath, sweetie. Oh my lord! How does this always happen? Oh, it was our first time cooking, and I guess well, you know what? Who's really using that? We do need the oven, though. 1,000 simoleons, and we had so much money. Oh, the poor thing. Yes, from being previously on fire. Oh, man. Alright, well, maybe she can, have some cereal. Oh. Yogurt's safe. Yogurt is safe and good for you. Okay, so we're back and Ramona is all cleaned up, and I've just actually had her sitting at the computer working on her children's book, which she just finished writing. So we're going to go ahead and have her get that into the mailbox so she can self-publish The Adventures of Morris the Mouse, and that will hopefully actually even get her a little bit of fame. I have a feeling between the writing and the painting, she might just become a celebrity by happenstance. So here we go. Congratulations, Ramona has self-published a book. So those royalties won't be very great yet, but hopefully the more she writes, if we have time, the more she writes, the better they'll be. So now that it's about 4 in the afternoon, she's getting a little hungry. I was thinking maybe she could call up Barnaby and ask him out on a date and not eat that fruitcake that she doesn't like. We don't want her to be uncomfortable for her date. Although she still might be a little tense from the fire. Oh, poor thing. So let's see. Will he accept? Is anything happening? Let's try that again. We'll call from over here this time. Invite? No, not invite to hang out. Current lot. Home button. Ask on a date. There we go. Maybe this will work. Go out with Barnaby Crooked Mile. Why is nothing happening? Alright, so I had to kind of go at that in a slightly different manner. They're not actually on a date yet, and now that I see her embarrassed moodlet, I wonder if he turned her down, which just, why would he do that? Look how pretty she is. Is it because he thinks that she's smelly? She's not. I don't know, but, well, she's embarrassed now, so I might wait before flirting or asking him out on a date. I really want them to be on a date, but I guess as long as they're a group, let me see. Yeah, go here together. So at least they're part of a group, and since she's a little hungry, I'm just going to take her down here to the food stalls that are over here. Maybe they can just go here together real quick. And she can get something to eat, and hopefully her embarrassment will dissipate and we can try flirting with him again. Oh, okay, and she is, oh, I sped that up too fast. But she is ordering some food. She ordered herself, hopefully nothing too spicy, or else she's going to have an aversion to spiciness, tense from the fire, and embarrassed, and that's just, none of that would be any good. There seems to be a bit of a lag here too, and I don't know where Barnaby went. Maybe if I just click go here together. I don't know if she'll take her food with her. Well, at least her food went up a little bit, so that should be fine. And maybe in the meantime, she can just meet some other men. Here's Victor Fang, introduce yourself to him. Here's Baco. I think Baco's married. I mean, I guess not that that matters too much, but we might as well start with people who aren't married. Oh, there's Caleb. Where's he going? Oh, he's going to open up. Oh, here's a young gentleman. She can meet him. I have no idea where Barnaby went. Is he coming? I don't know, but at least there are a lot of people around here for her to talk to. Who's this? Sergio Romeo. Oh, there's Barnaby. What can I do to help them? 2 hours? Ugh, there's not even a mirror around for her to... And he keeps leaving. Well, this is not going well. And everything's so glitchy. Maybe they can try traveling somewhere else. Maybe this lot's just... Oh, somebody famous is over here. Who is it? I hear the paparazzi. Who could it be? Oh, she could maybe have some children with some famous people. Oh, I think it's just this person over here. Who is this? Raitani Cho. Well, I'm going to go to a different location. I'm not sure if it's this location that's being laggy. Oh wait, no, that's not what I want to do. What? And where is Ramona? I've lost track of her too. She is watching the living statue. Let's go up to the building up here. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. So maybe we can give her a quick run to the bathroom here. Give yourself a pep talk. Let's just try to do that real fast. And that's where Barnaby is anyway. Apparently Barnaby is cooking something. Goodness knows why. There she is. She's here. She's going to give herself a quick little pep talk. Ooh, I know. Maybe she can give herself a quick little freshen up. That should get her flirty. And then we can try this again. This person doesn't. Ulrika. Ulrika. I don't know how to pronounce that. Then she can come over and discuss interests, get to know. Oh my goodness, this is getting really slow and glitchy. I don't like that. There, she's flirty. He's uncomfortable, so eat some food so you're not uncomfortable. Do a sexy pose. Ooh, you like that? Will that make him flirty? Ooh, now he's flirty. Perfect. So flirt a little bit. He didn't like the kiss hands last time. Maybe she can ask if he's single. I know he is, but she doesn't know that. She can tell a dirty joke. He is single. Go figure. Let's see if we have an opportunity for the first kiss again. No, not yet. Oh shoot, now her 10. Oh, ask on a date. That's right. We need her to actually be on a date with him so that we can get the satisfaction points. What happened? She was too busy. Well, there is first kiss option now. Here, ask on it. Where did he go? It's like a ghost. He just vanished into the night. What? Wow, this is not going at all how I planned. Well, go home then, sweetheart. Just go home. Maybe the lot will be a little less slow if you just go home. Alright everyone, we're back at Ramona's apartment. I just am having her go to the mirror to try to calm down from the tenseness of the fire that happened, seems like forever ago now. And even though it's getting late, hopefully we can catch it in time. I'm just going to have her invite... Maybe I won't have her invite Barnaby over. We'll have to go through this way. Oh, I can't... Well, call him up and ask him on a date again. It's getting late, but who knows? Maybe it'll work. Maybe they can, on a Monday night, maybe they can, like, go do some karaoke, which would be fun. She's running low on fun, too. Let's see. Oh, yay! It worked! It worked! Alright, so, ooh, I know that this place has a romantic aura, and it has the karaoke, so let's go there. And hopefully she can have a successful date and get some good satisfaction points. I also would like for her to ask him to be her boyfriend. As I mentioned earlier, I think in the rules, technically, the mothers are not allowed to have boyfriends, but I figure I'm not going to do anything with the relationship. She's mostly going to have them to be a notch on her bedpost. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Oh, she wants to woo-hoo with him already, and that would be great. But here, let's see. Can we do a first kiss already? Can we do a first kiss? Where are you going? You better not be going to the bathroom. Look, they're having their first kiss. Oh, look at them. Oh, that's so good. Oh, he's going to be very flirty now. Let's see. Give him another kiss. Apparently that counted as flirting, but blow a kiss. Flirt. And then you guys could come over here and sit and talk. I can have you guys do some karaoke. Ooh, maybe they can do a silly little duet together. And just stomp all over Baco's performance here. Alright, let's see. Will they come over and do some karaoke? Here they come. Alright, let's watch them do some karaoke together. Now, I guess theoretically at her haberdashery, Ramona could have learned how to sing. There's really nothing to stop you from whistling while you work. Oh, they sound good. Okay, this option is up there already, so we're just going to do that and get that done. And they need to sit and talk. She needs to give him a massage. Oh, are these people liking it? Who's this? She can meet Jacques. She can meet... Oh, she knows him already, apparently. Oh, this is very loud. I'm going to just move over here where it's a little less loud. Oh, isn't that better? Alright, you two, hurry up. That's great, hurry up. Now, are they going to be boyfriend and girlfriend? They've just done a duet. You know what that means. Yay! Alright, so how many points does she have now? Oh, only 250? Oh, that's boring. Alright, well, give him a massage. Oh, apparently that's not an option yet. So they might have to just sit and talk to each other. Who's here? Ooh, Judith Ward is here. Sit together. I feel like the karaoke should have counted as social. They've got a steamy exchange going though. Is there anywhere for them to woo-hoo up here? I feel like there isn't. Be enticing. Alright, we're just gonna do 3 jokes in a row. Tell a joke about ducks. Tell a joke about politicians. And tell a gross joke. Oh, ducks, aren't they so funny? They're not nearly as good as geese. Ugh. He thought that was funny. Ooh, she should get something to eat at the bar, since apparently we know she's not a good cook. Alright, Silver, that works. That works. Order some food. Maybe just grab some chips. That's easy and cheap. And you can come back here and talk with him. I guess we're good. I don't think we really need more than a silver. We could probably even end the date early since it's already almost 2 o'clock. We'll just let her eat some food first, and then we'll send her home and get her to bed. And I'm not sure how long this episode's been going on for. I wanted to get a little bit further than this, but we might have to start wrapping it up soon. Oh, she's apparently going to talk to Judith. What is she going to do to Judith? Freak out at her? Probably. Just chat? Oh, you know, she and Judith, they're buds, apparently. Go figure. They're just sitting and chatting. Okay. I feel like Judith is a very accessible celebrity. Seems pretty easy to, like, get to know her. Alright, well, she's had enough. We're just gonna end this date early. We got a silver, that's all we need for... What? Did that not count? Should I not have ended it early? Ugh, I don't know. Let's go home and see if that works. Oh, that would really stink if that didn't count. It was only going to get us 75 points anyway, but it would have put us a little bit further toward completing that level, which I'm pretty sure you get a lot more aspiration points for that. Oh, okay, good. It did count. It did count. Okay, so I'm going to put Ramona to bed. We didn't get as far as I would have liked, But we didn't really have an option for her to woohoo or try for a baby with Barnaby yet anyway. That was probably on me for choosing that location, which I should have remembered didn't really have a place to do woohoo. So I think I'm going to leave it here for now. We'll rejoin up with Ramona in the morning and see if we can strengthen our relationship with Barnaby and perhaps with some of the other bachelors that she's met. And hopefully we can start getting her pregnant with the first baby. I'm so excited. Oh, it's going to be a long haul, but I really hope it's going to be worth it. And I hope that you guys stick it out with me. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I really hope to see you guys again for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please go ahead and give me a like, give me a comment, maybe even go so far as to hit the subscribe button so that you know when the next episode posts. And other than that, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.